Hello, my crafty friends. This is Lori, Girl on the Ridge. I have a custom order tonight for Cheryl. This is Betsy. She is a 9x6. Nice, soft, and squishy. 68 pages front to back. A quilted front and back rosettes. And a little collage on the front corner. Tim Holtz hitch post with seam binding closure. So here we have Betsy. She grew up in an orphanage. Her and her best friend, Rebecca, who will be the next journal coming up. This is just a clothespin. And then that just flips up. And they grew up in the orphanage. Actually, Betsy was a little older when she got there. And the girls are both turning 18, so they knew it was time. They needed to do something, so they decided to go out west. This is a pocket, one of the envelopes. So Miss Ellen ran the orphanage, and she wrote to her brother Dane to come and be the wagon master to get the girls safely there. And she knew Dane would never say no to her. So he was going to come and save the day. And so here's a pretend letter that she sent to Dane. This is an altered tag from the Tattered Dream, and that'll be listed below. Denise's shop. She has a lot of cool things, and she does combine shipping. So she was preparing the girls to get ready. So this was the list of stuff to take on the wagon train, of things that they would need. Of course, buttons and sewing things. Well, Betsy had her heart set on she was going to open up a restaurant. Oh, along comes Dane. Dane rides into town. He has a little gambling issue. And he brings the letter right to his sister. And so he's going to be the wagon train master. And of course, we know what's going to happen there. And this is just a pouch. He brought his sister some primers for all the orphans, and he brought some really pretty material to make a dress from back east. So he's a pretty good brother. So, where was I? Oh, so the girls are getting ready. Oh, Betsy really wants to run a restaurant. And her mama and papa, before they perished, had brought her all over, and she had all this fancy food. This is a Patricia pocket that flips up. And Cheryl, I will fill these. I just wanted to get this video going. I mean, any empty pocket, you'll have something in there. These were Betsy's brothers, where they were separated, so she's hoping to find them. And this is also a weekly time record from A Tattered Dream. And I just put a Tim Holtz. Those are her brothers. Like I said, make believe. And tickets. And in here are all different tickets that Betsy might need. There's an itinerary, where they get off the wagon train to go further. So there's just a bunch of tickets. I love stagecoach tickets. I don't know what it is. And then I just left this plain because it's a ticket. So she's hoping to find her brothers, and I'm sorry about this camera. That's why I haven't done any more tutorials, because my camera setup shakes way too much. So I'm going to have to come up with a different idea. So here was some seed packets that Miss Ellen had given the girls to bring with them. Aren't those cute? It's ARTYmaze or sunflower kit. And a little decorated bag. And just a time card. So she's really planning out after she's seen Dane, she's really planning out that she's going to wow him with food on the trail. And this was just a memory she had from her days with her mama and papa. She always had lots of dolls. These are all trims, again, in my mind, of her mama's, tablecloths and curtains and her dress. This is just probably a snippet in a different shape. And then there's a little tuck-it. I just love this page. And just a little. And again, that's her dreams, etc. dragonflies. There's this pretty piece of ephemera of perfume that she had saved from her mama. And this is her and Rebecca when they were little. And another postcard that she saved from her mama, and that's just a bag that flips down. So she was going to wow him on the trail with her cooking. However, she didn't know how to cook. She had all these cookbooks and things from her mama and papa. So she was just going to try her hardest. And Dane was a little bitter, so she had to work for it. And there's some really old vintage lace on this side. And there's just some letters she had from her childhood that she saved. And this is a ticket I just separated and then made there. And that just lifts up, and then I'll put more goodies in there for you, Cheryl. Another pocket. There's plenty of room to read, but I will also put a writing board in here for you if it helps, because it's still a little bulky. And these are flowers I had baked on here, so the color transferred to the paper. I thought it was appropriate. This is her and Rebecca when they were little girls again. I just made a trifold bag. This is again from Denise's shop, and then it just opens up to 3 writing cards that she could keep track of on the trail. And then here's, I just love this paper. This is how she remembers her mama and papa telling her they brought all these fancy menus and the food. So she was going to probably start an outside cafe. This is one of the envelopes. And this is, so I showed a tutorial on these little silverware. And a little common sense cookbook. And then this would be part of the tablecloth. And I just left the middle. I put some seam binding down the middle. And then some more of the ephemera of Time to Cook of ARTYmaze, and then that was the metal plate. So she cooked on the trail. She was getting better. This was just I fussy cut and shrunk down a bunch of little things, and I just stuck them in here. And the guest check from Denise's shop, and some more of the the paper that I dyed. And this is a snippet of all the materials from her mama's dress and curtains and little butterflies. And then this is just some ephemera flowers and stuff that they want to bring. And there's just an envelope with the pretty, very old vintage lace. And some more. And there's just, this is really textured paper that I coffee dyed, and then I made this a pocket and then a little booklet, and it goes in there. Actually, I'll put that in after. And some trim. And again, another pocket, and I'll fill these up. I wanted to surprise you a little. This is some old, I think it's called ticking. Some of that old material. This page I love too. This is tickets and a little miniature envelope I made on music paper. I had a punch for these. And a little file folder. And here's another one of those books with a bag. And then you just put something in there. And then this is a Patricia flip, and it has all these really pretty paper with alpaca fiber. And some more writing that she could write home. She was hoping Rebecca would come with her, but she's not sure. Some writing spots, and then some more really pretty stuff from ARTYmaze. In a bag, some more collaging, and some more of that vintage lace. And then they get there, and then there's Rebecca and Betsy and Miss Ellen decided to come out. So they started their little cafe shop, and obviously Dane came around because he couldn't pass up her food, naturally. And then there they are, happily ever after. And there's that, and it also comes with a altered envelope that I was playing with. And then in here, I just threw in, this is Miss Ellen when she was younger, how her brother remembers her. And it's just a plain little bag journal that I sewed. So that I just put in there. So that's for you, Miss Cheryl. I hope you like it. And I will be back pretty soon with Rebecca. Thanks for watching. Bye.